Hey, what's up, guys? ExcitaCast. I'm Thomas.
I'm Jonathan.
And there are timestamps below for anything we talk about in this video.
Okay, so before we started this, we started having a conversation about singing and stuff. And we have decided to wait until the podcast to talk about it. Now is time to talk. Okay, so
Go ahead.
we were talking about how, one, people be telling us, hey, you can sing us a song.
And literally out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, just because we have a voice. It's not like, that's like if you went up to a chef and was like, hey, what's up? You're a chef? Cook me something. Like, no. I mean, I'm not a professional singer or anything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, you know, our dad used to make knives. It's like, hey, you make knives. Make a knife. No. No. It's annoying. It's annoying.
But I was also, that was kind of a tangential thing of what we were talking about prior to the intricacies of, I've used a lot of big words in the past like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Of singing to, or performing, whatever, to a small group as opposed to a larger audience, where we've actually done stuff for people in a smaller setting. We've sang at a wedding, or you sang, I played. We played / sang at an anniversary.
Our grandparents' 50th
yeah.
anniversary.
And just a few other things, whatever. But in those circumstances, they were always smaller groups of people.
Like numbers about 30 to 70.
Yeah.
30 to 70. Like when you
Well,
go...
the wedding was probably like 100. But
that's
a lot of people at that point had left before the
or
dance.
was getting food.
Or yeah, like they
Like it
weren't
was a weird
necessarily
like in talking about that, when I was doing it, people were getting up to get food, and I'm sitting here, right? You were sitting on this other side, and there's tables here and another table and another table, but people were on this table getting up and right in front of my face, like I'm talking like here, and I'm just and I have to sing, and like someone just stands up and I'm just like, and I mess up at one part.
My feet don't work like they used to before.
Well, I wish these people's feet wouldn't work anymore. Just stay sitting down. Like, let me finish my daggum song, then you can get up and get food. Who cares? The freaking sausages will be there.
Actually, they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't.
They were gone.
Yeah.
We
got done
singing.
They were gone.
I'm the only one that has experience. Haha, brag.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay,
I know what you're about to talk about.
What is your...
Continue.
No, you were in choir, were you not?
Yes.
So where did you
I've done
perform?
3.
I've done 3.
3 like big choir events.
Okay. Where'd you do?
One, I did a solo for Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5. The solo part in ABC 123 where he's Michael's by himself. I did that. So
how did you feel?
I had to come out from the choir and go sing my part.
Yeah.
And that was a crazy day. But yeah, just it wasn't
compared to a small group of people singing to a larger audience or performing whatever.
Well, under that circumstance, that was the biggest thing at the time for me. Like, middle school had about how many people? Probably get like 400, right?
I don't
For
know.
4 grades, close to about 400. If we just average it out to 100 each grade, just like.
Which is crazy small. We're
not in a big school.
Yeah, we were in a pretty small school.
Like about 400 people. That's a good amount for me. Like
that is a pretty.
That's the most amount of people
large
I've
group
sung in
compared
front
to 30 to 100.
Yeah, and the circumstances I was in. Okay, that's after Nick passed away. It was literally the day of.
Really?
Yeah, literally. I went to school, and it was the Miss Leonard came up to me.
That's why I
and was
didn't
like,
see that.
Yeah, and
I was like, how did I don't remember being there, and I feel like I would have.
And Miss Leonard came up to me, like, before the show, and she was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to miss the opportunity, even though, like, under the circumstances." And it's not like I was missing anything, theoretically, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, I just came home after school, and then, you know, it wasn't like... So, it was the day of, so,
but
like,
you're
was...
dodging the question, Thomas. How'd you feel?
It was a lot, you know, like, because it was...
Well, I get, yeah,
you know what I mean?
What you're saying.
Like,
the circumstances were a little bit different than just, I'm going up here.
Yeah, so afterwards, like, I remember... It was after 6th period. We had 7 periods. So it was after 6th period. And so we had another period afterwards, because I remember, because walking down the hallway, and the person from my grade came past me and was like, that was really good. And I was like, thank you. And people were like telling me like, hey, that was actually like really good. Like, I didn't know you could sing like that. And I was like, oh, yeah. So apparently I did good enough. And the person, like, because it wasn't really a duo. I came up with this girl named Anna, and I sung a part, and then she sang. Like, it really depended on me for her part to go well. Mm-hmm. So, like, it was a lot of pressure to, like, get up there and just sing that part and then her come in. Because I had to finish at this one part. Because I know the whole song. Like, I could have messed it up and just been like, oh, and, you know, she just came up for nothing. So, yeah, it's...
Because I know the whole song. I could have just stayed.
Yeah, I could have sung the whole song. I could have went solo.
She would have been coming up and she said, no.
And I just went, no, in ABC.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, like, it was a lot of pressure. And after I got done, I had, like, a conversation with her, and she was like, that was really good. Like, you should, like, you have a voice song, you should do something with it. I remember that. So.
And so far, he's accomplished nothing.
Nowhere.
But as for your other, you said you had like 3, right?
Yeah, because I did, there was a Phantom of the Opera choir thing, and then one we did Joy to the World, and I sang...
Oh, the one about the frog?
Frog.
Jeremiah was
No. Joy to the world. Like,
yeah, joy to the world.
No, it's not Joy to the World, dude.
What
is it?
All the boys and girls.
It's what is that? I forgot the name of that song. It has like a bunch of like famous singers in it.
No, it's probably Joy to the World.
It's not Joy to the World.
Joy to the world.
No. It's
Oh, you talking about We Are the World.
We Are the World. That's it.
We Are the World.
Yeah, that one. And I think I did Michael Jackson's in that one too. I think I did Michael Jackson's in that one too.
Well, I mean, they already saw you do it earlier, so they're like,
No. That was a whole year later.
Yeah, but do you think they would just forget?
Was it the next year? Yeah, it had to have been the next year.
Yeah, but are they gonna just forget that you didn't?
Well, obviously, Miss Leonard wouldn't have forgot.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? Like,
you act like, oh, it's a whole year later. They all forgot.
No, I'm not saying they forgot. I'm just saying, like, it's weird that, like, out of all the parts, because I tried out, and I didn't try out for a part. I just tried out, and she was like, "It'll slot you in here," because like it's like I think like 12 to 15 parts, and we would come up to the mic, sing our part, because it's like a bunch of like different singers doing parts. Yeah. And I think it was the older version. No, it was the new. It was the newer version because after the Haiti earthquake thing. Yeah, because they did We Are the World for that. Michael Jackson did like a thing for that before he passed away, I think. I could be wrong. I know it's after Haiti, and I don't really remember when Haiti was.
I don't know.
Yeah, all that just kind of just goes together.
Yeah.
But then the other one was a Phantom of the Opera thing, and I was the understudy for 3 different people, and one of the people couldn't make it, so I had to do it. If I'm remembering right.
You were understudy for 3 people? So they had to learn their part, but you had to learn 3 parts?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Well, it wasn't that bad because like I just kind of assumed everybody would come, but one person didn't come, so I had to do it. But it wasn't that bad. It was like just like a part where I just came up and sang.
Oh, I have a mask.
I did so much because we did We Are the World, we did Phantom of the Opera, we did Grease. Because I remember I had to dress up for Grease and I had to do a whole dance thing. I was like, bro, I'm not doing this. I literally just tap danced out that thing. I was like, yeah, because I can, two-step or whatever, like, with a person. But the things I had to pick up. I think I was doing it with, I had to pick up the girl and then do some moves. And I was like, I have to do all this. Oh my god,
I ain't got that strength.
And then in the middle, we switched partners. So I had another chick, and then the chick comes back. It was something wild. Yeah. Choir or something else. I didn't get to do choir. Ending of that whole tangent. I didn't get to finish choir because in 9th grade, I obviously tried for choir. Because you have to try out when you go up to the next thing. And she was like, you got it, obviously, because you do it at the end of 8th grade. And then I went to 9th grade, and I applied for the elective. I got put in another class, and I asked my counselor, hey, can you change it? And she was like, yeah, I'll change it. So, I'm waiting for my schedule change, because, you get called up to the office, hey, come up here to the office, your schedule is being changed, or whatever. I went, and I was waiting for that, waited a week, told her again, she wouldn't change it. Or she said, I'm going to try to get it changed. And she was like, what class do you want taken out? So I had either a choice between ag, PE, and computer. And I was I guess ag, So, because I'm more into computers than agriculture, I guess. And, so I tried to get it changed, and by the time I tried to get it changed, she would not change it. I try my best. Then the next year, I was like, hey, can I be in? And Miss Leonard was like, well, in our school, it's a weird rule, but if you missed a year, you can't do it anymore. You can't go back.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I remember one of my friends, Danny, was like, hey, we really need you. And I was like, look, I've tried. I want to, but I've tried, and she won't let me back in. So she thought I quit, but I didn't. I wanted to, but she would not change the schedule for me. It was weird. And so ag, I actually finished ag. I got my green, what's it, that tassel. I've literally finished ag. So I mean that's cool. Yeah, I did ag, got that. So
yeah, I got mine for computer stuff.
I didn't get to do computer. I got, for one, I apparently almost failed, and I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. I was I did all my stuff, and she was like, well, I was missing some things, and I was like, I don't know how I'm missing this stuff. I genuinely don't know how I'm missing it. High school, my first couple of years screwed me over, dude. It was bad, but the last couple of years, I was just that's when I immediately was like, look, I'm going to coast. I'm going to be a C-lister. I'm just going to go through school. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. I don't have to have anything, any electives or whatever. I'll just do ag and PE and the 4 core and whatever else comes up, I'll do. So,
well, yeah. I excelled. I was an A++ student. I wasn't. I did well. I did well enough. I feel like I was an A, B, and a AC. I almost always had a C in some class, whether it be Spanish or something.
That's how I was.
I was A, B, except for one random thing. Except for one time, well, I guess I can tell this story on here. I actually told, we play D&D on Thursdays. I told this story yesterday. But whenever I was in high school, I had a presentation. He remembers this. I had a presentation on Pearl Harbor. I had all my notes. We had, I had to get up there and talk about it. It's all good. Because I got my little note cards. If push comes to shove, I can Japan attacked on and just read. I had the ability, but
you had one note card too. I remember that because I did it too. You have one note card. That's it.
And there was tiny print on that note card.
He said you can write as many words as you want to on this card, but it has to be on that one card.
Yeah. And so you better believe I had about 3 pages of notes on that one card.
You're over here like, okay, if I can read it, I can read it.
I know what A-C-M means, so I abbreviate everything. But I got up there. Well, before I got up there, he called me, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And guess what I didn't have? My note card. And guess what I couldn't ask? To go get my note card. Because he said right at the beginning of class, he was like, if you don't have your note card, you can't go get your note card. And I was like, oh, it's fine. It's in my folder. No problem.
And you was probably one of the first people, too, because ABC order.
Because our last name is Beecham, so I was up.
You're like, let's go, ExcitaBros!
I got up and I was like, yeah, let's get this. Let's get... Why?
No! My note card!
So I got up and made the most awkward fool of myself I ever have in my entire life.
How long was it, too?
How long was it?
How long did it have to be?
It's supposed to have been 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5, yeah.
I was up there 5 seconds.
Well, the Pearl Harbor happened in,
I got up there. I stood up there and I just leaned over and I was like,
There's a podium.
Yeah, there was a podium. I leaned on the podium and I was like, so, Pearl Harbor happened December 7th, 1942, and Japan attacked.
Some boats and stuff.
Thanks for your time. And walked away.
What did he say?
That was it. And
I wouldn't
nothing.
know.
It was just feel the whole air. I could literally eat it. You know, it was so thick of just cringe
and cringiness. Thing is like it probably wasn't that bad to other people. Other people were probably like, I forgot his notes. Like you know, but to you, you're thinking, I don't have my notes. I'm failing.
Yeah. You're like, my world has ended.
Because wasn't it like a big amount of points? It was like 300 points.
Because at the end of the semester...
It was the end of each semester.
No. That was about halfway.
That was the half one. Yeah, it's each...
And the other one... the other one I did was like Boston Tea Party later, and we had to build a project. And I made... I got a shoebox, and I put water... And I did origami boats, and I just dumped tea in it. Like I took tea packets, ripped them open, and dumped the tea in it. And then that was it. That was my.
No, he's like looking at it.
He really liked it.
Yeah, what would have been really good is if he would have looked in there and been like, "So where's the tea at?" And you pull it out of your pocket and go, shh, Boston Tea Party.
No representation without. No taxation without representation. Take this, England.
And he would have been like, "You get an A," and you're like,
"Oh, I got a B on it because I mean it still was like definitely thrown together." But
they probably thought you were the most unorganized student
because I was. All of that was a giant tangent of what rewinding it all the way back. What I had experience with in high school and other situations, which is only in high school, was, okay, so we had a thing called Big Show. And in the Big Show, it was just like some, either like songs or, it was just songs. I don't think...
Songs are silly skits.
I think there was some silly skits, too.
There's definitely silly skits, definitely.
But we would dress up, and it would be a whole thing, you know, we'd practice for it and everything. And we'd dress up for whatever little sketch we're doing, but we wouldn't say anything. We would lip sing to whatever's going on. So if it was a song, it would be playing and there would be a person up there. Essentially, it was like lip sync battle, but there was no battle. Now that I think about it.
Because I remember, I think it was year, the do what? With who?
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah, they did
Someone did that. I think it was the year you were seeing.
Yeah. It was Nick Harris and Chris Major. No one knows who that is, but that's who it was. That did the making statements, assuming. That thing.
Yeah. Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Yeah.
They had that in there. And I actually was in the most segments of the show. And it started out with Adam Sandler doing the lunch lady thing, as they always did. And I was Adam Sandler. So literally the curtains open on me sitting middle stage with a guitar and nobody else, just me. And the curtains open and then nothing starts. No song is happening. Nothing's going on. And I'm just sitting here awkwardly like waiting for it. And then the curtains close back. And then as it's closing, I just go and wave at everybody. And I could hear the audience like laughing. They're like, what the heck? And then it opened back up. And then it actually started. And then from there, I played Slash. When we did a Guns N' Roses song, we did Sweet Child of Mine. And I know how to play Sweet Child of Mine. So it actually looked like I was playing. A lot of people, they'll get up there.
And they will be throwing that thing.
They'll just be like... and you're like, that is not how you even come close to playing that. But it doesn't matter. They're just having a good time.
Yeah.
But I actually knew how to play it, so I was actually making the hand motions. Well, I was just actually playing it. And then...
phone ringing. Doing a podcast, people.
I have not got a phone call. So I was actually playing it, and one of my other friends, like he was actually talking about, Nick was in it with me, and he was singing, and he was being Axl Rose, and he sang so loud, like he didn't want to lip sync. He actually was wanting to sing, so he did, and sang over the super loud music and was just screaming the lyrics. And then whenever it got to like the guitar solo and stuff, he jumped off the stage and like did toe touch.
The toe touch, boy.
And landed on the ground, and he had a whole bunch of bracelets on and was like throwing bracelets to people. And then he got back up on stage, and I had like a top hat on. I had everything, dude. I had the long black hair, and whenever the solo was happening, I ran and slid on the ground. I was on my knees, and I was like, and again, it was the easier solo. It wasn't the later one, so I actually knew how to play that one. And then we did Fat Bottom Girls. Why? I don't know, but we did.
Make that rock and roll go round, bro.
It just seems a little inappropriate.
High school kids, bro.
Yeah, just Fat Bottom Girl. And then the last thing that I was in, which everyone was in, was the LMAFO.
No, that's not the song at all.
I don't know.
Party Rock.
Yeah, Party Rock. Yeah.
You went...
No.
You literally did that.
Okay, how does Party Rock anthem go?
It was 2011, right?
I don't know. Either way, it was Party Rock anthem.
Yeah.
And we had to do the dance and stuff for it, which the more popular... no one who's popular is going to watch this, but they didn't know how to do the dance. Only one dude actually knew how to do it, and he was up front leading everyone, and he was actually like in band, so he had learned from band how to do it for some reason, and so he already knew how to do it, and so he taught everyone else, and I literally was the only other person to learn how to do it appropriately. Everyone else like just flailed around in almost looked like the dance. Either way, my point is through that whole thing, I'm being front and center for a good portion of it. Yeah. Right? I didn't feel nervous or anxious at all. Like, didn't feel anything. But being at the smaller venues, like with way less people, I was way more nervous. And then on top of it, like for the church one, I don't know, that one, I guess that one was okay because, like you said, there were people like moving around.
Yeah, like I was fine because when I sat down and I started singing, people were already moving.
Yeah, like they weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
and
I
so
was just like, okay,
cool.
I'm just gonna sing my song. Yeah. And I remember, I could see people I knew watching me, but it was like just singing at the house at that moment. And what made it, I guess, the only thing that made me like really overthink it was it was their dance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to mess it up because they're dancing to me singing a song. Mm-hmm. You know, like I don't want to screw this up. Like, well, they're happily married now, so
good job.
Yeah, I think good. I guess.
And then the only other time that I actually have experience with like a larger group is our entire class at baccalaureate, whatever that's called, baccalaureate. That's it. We had a thing at the ending when you had like a little party, and for some reason they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do karaoke."
I kind of wish we had that.
I go ham on some karaoke though. And because
ExcitaBros karaoke, no one wants that, bro. No one wants it.
If we did karaoke, we'd have to do it on Twitch. Yeah. So if you guys want to see some ExcitaBros karaoke,
if you suggest it, we'll try it out.
Yeah, but we'll have to do it on Twitch because, well, you get copyright and demonetized here, but not like we make money anyways.
And you can't talk about Twitch, so we already get demonetized as it is. It's whatever.
We don't make money for this right now. What's up? Matter.
What's up?
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
We'll get the video taken down. Delisted. But whenever we're up there doing whatever karaoke song, well, people were up there doing it, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know if I want to be getting up there and doing it because there's a lot of people. And I was like, watching all these people that were supposed to be in choir and stuff now. And they're doing these songs, and they're just not doing the best in the world.
He is throwing shade to the whole 2012.
No, I'm not saying.
Graduating class of Plains. I'm saying it right now. If you're watching this video and you're part of his graduation class and you know you sang at that baccalaureate,
you did garbage.
Oh my God.
No.
Yes.
No.
You did garbage. And he said
not everybody did garbage.
Yeah, but I'm saying you know who you are.
You know who you are. You know if you did bad. But it didn't matter if they did bad because they were having a good time. They were having a good time. It was
that's a point. That's a point of a party. You want to have a good time.
That's the thing. They were literally having a good time. But they were singing songs that they knew the chorus, but they didn't know anything else. That's like, the number one thing you don't do in karaoke.
Is that Carrie Underwood song? My now, you should have been. Like, and there's a slashed the hole in all four tires.
I slashed the holes in all four.
I already know that's the song that they sang. Like,
probably.
Most likely.
I don't remember, but it was even worse whenever they tried to do rap songs, and it was just the whitest of boys trying to do these white, rap songs.
I love it.
It was
interesting.
Yeah, it was hard to watch. I'll tell you that. No, it actually wasn't hard to watch. I was laughing my head off. But I was like, okay, lucky me. Our dad, again, former knife maker, turned karaoke enthusiast. Actually has a program called Carafun. So it just has a whole bunch of these songs, and we did karaoke all the time. So I
Awesome.
knew the songs that I was good at. I knew which ones I should be getting up there singing. So I just got up there. I looked to see if they had the songs. And they had my go-to song, which was What I Like About You. I'm trying to think of who it was by.
I was like,
Who's it by?
What I Like About You. Was it?
I'll look it up right now. I gotta say who it's by.
So, I actually know that that's your go-to song.
Yeah, of course. Because
do you know what do you even know what my go-to song is? I don't think I have one.
You know what mine is?
I thought about it and was like, I don't think I have one. Like right when I said that. But if you knew a song that was my go-to.
The Romantics. I was literally thinking.
The Romantics. What I Like About You.
What I Like About You. Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you had a go-to song, it'd probably be.
Like I don't really know. Like I know a lot of songs.
Probably something by Ed Sheeran.
Probably so. Yeah. I look like him. They call it out. I say it. Okay.
Singing Ed Sheeran song.
You look like I'm sing one. I'm like, no, leave me alone. And by the end of the night, I've already sung two.
No, sing the third one.
Sing the third one. I don't. Put it on. I'll listen. I'm like, oh, it's this song.
Well, I got up there and I sang What I Like About You. And I killed it. I smothered it.
You got it on the ground, put its head in water, and said, I'm drowning you, song. You are mine.
I murdered it, is what he's saying.
Yes.
But I did. I destroyed it. And I was, because, again, it's my go-to song. I had already practiced it a bunch at home. But when I say practice, I mean I just sang it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I already knew exactly what was going on. I didn't have to look at the monitor, you know what I mean? So I was just moving around singing the song. Gets to the guitar solo part, or technically harmonica solo, and it goes do 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 do, hey, do, 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 and then it goes into like a guitar solo at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that point, I had to, in honor of Nick, I jumped off the stage and did my toe touch.
Awesome.
Yeah, I jumped off the stage and did the toe touch, and people were like, whoa! Because the stage was actually pretty high. It was like probably a good maybe 12 feet off the ground. Like, it was a fairly high stage.
Goodness gracious. You had a toe touch, do the other toe touch, and then do a dive and roll.
Yeah, it was probably 10 feet. But it was probably about 10. Honestly, it was super high off the ground. And I went for this jump. And then when I did, I was like, in my brain, I was like, this is a lot higher than I expected. But I sang that song. Destroyed it. Then I sang Freebird because the crowd, they need it. And I did a great job of Freebird because
it's Freebird.
It's Freebird. How can you live in Alabama and not know how to sing Freebird? It doesn't matter if you're the worst singer in the world.
You just pick up the mic and you
go ahead.
You gotta come close. You can't get far away. We're singing Freebird.
Okay. No, you sing it. We're gonna sing it? Okay.
We're singing
Freebird. Freebird.
And I'm free
here tomorrow.
Free birdin'.
And I'm free.
Free birdin'.
And free. But it was a good time, but after I sang that first song, people were coming up. They're like, "I didn't know that you could sing," because I wasn't in choir or anything. They're like, "I didn't know you could sing." I don't sing the best in the world, but I don't sing bad, I guess. And they expected nothing, so they were like,
up there,
"That's way better than nothing."
You just got up there, sang the song, put the mic out like this, looked at the crowd, and just dropped it, and you walked away.
No, for Freebird, I whenever the solo happened. I was dancing around and stuff, but the solo is very long. So at some point, I sat the mic down and I just Indian styled and sat in the middle of the stage waiting for the solo to end, because at some point, if you're not playing an instrument, even Ronnie Van Zant of Leonard Skinner goes off the stage. Like, he just leaves because he knows this is going to be a while.
He just walks around the crowd. Are you Freebird? You Freebird?
You Freebird?
Are you Freebird?
I see that you are not Freebird. Do you want to try?
If you're in a burden, you got to Freebird it.
Oh, man.
Free your burdens and Freebird.
So, do you want to end it there? Just a whole...
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I mean, okay.
This is
today.
This is what we're talking. Oh yeah.
Today, okay. We're gonna end it on this note. This week has been rough, but just today, like, freaking icing on the cake, I guess.
Oh, I love icing.
So I lost my keys at my cousin's house. Okay, and I'm looking for. I was supposed to be here like an hour. Like I'm like I told him, hey, because he had an interview, so I was like, whatever. I'll
show up after.
Yeah, I'll show up after the interview. Like, it's no worry. And then I couldn't find my keys when I was trying to head out, because I was trying to head here, maybe get here, chill here for a little bit before his interview, just to chill and hang out for him a little bit. And then I'm looking for my keys. I can't find them. I'm like, oh my God, where are these keys? I literally searched all through that, like every part of that house. Even the parts I did not go to, just to be like, did someone accidentally pick them up and set them somewhere else? I don't know.
Honestly, you didn't have to put your hand down the toilet.
But did I look? Yes. And I dug deep. So I could not find it anywhere. So I looked outside. I looked in the van. Like I was like, it was locked. So I like looking, Yeah. I was like, did I accidentally drop it?
In,
yeah.
It out.
That's what I thought.
I've done that.
And
that was bad.
And my cousin Matt and like he left to go get food. Okay. So
food.
They went to go get food, and I was by myself. I was like, oh my God, I can't find my keys. I've looked everywhere, and in that time, I was like, my phone's not. I was using it for a flashlight, so I plugged it up. I was like, well, whatever. I guess we'll just wait, and maybe it'll click. Cause like how it is when you search for a long time, you're like, I can't find it. It's like, just calm down, and then
let it sink in. Maybe something will in your brain
will click.
You just have this epiphany. You set.
Yeah.
You become Zen.
Sure. So.
And then you go, that's where it was. It was in my pocket the whole time.
So I could not find it. I literally, everything out of my bag, everything, like I literally picked up the couch and like looked under. I literally like, it's a sectional, like a kind of a sectional. You can pull it, the different parts off. I pulled the part off and was like, put it back on. And I was like, I cannot find this thing. And so my cousin Matt and Dylan come back, and Matt's like, I gotta go to work. Just lock it whenever you leave. And I'm like, and he was like, just don't leave your keys in the house and lock it. I was like, okay, I won't do that. So I'm searching. Dylan comes in. He's like, well, he was helping me look before he left, and he's like, he's a bigger guy, so he's reaching in like way further than I could reach in the couch, and he pulls out my keys, and they were like hung up at the bottom of the couch somehow. He said he just felt metal and was like, so he grabbed it and yanked it and pulled out the keys, and I was like, okay, thank goodness.
Like unnaturally far.
Yeah.
Like not just into the couch cushion, into the couch.
Yeah, like it was weird. So, and I may have shook it down to that point though, because I picked up the couch or whatever. So, whatever. So
you're picking couches.
I picked the Jonathan. You have no. I picked the and it's a big couch, like probably two of these.
Well,
thick, big metal couch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not made of metal, but like there's a lot of metal. So I picked that thing up and I was like, yadaba, clanging and banging. So I was like,
defining my forearm and mine.
So I couldn't find it, but he found it. So I was like, thank you so much. So I got my bag on and everything, locked the door, closed it, and I was like talking to him for a little bit. Got in the car, shut the door, cranked it on up. Reach in my pocket to pull out my phone, and my phone is locked in his house. He's not coming home for the weekend, so my phone is stuck in his house. So, yeah, in looking for my keys, I found my keys. Or I didn't, Dylan did.
And
found the keys.
Lost your phone.
Didn't lose it. I know where it's at.
Well,
it's not lost if you know where it's at.
And so now, we fortunately both have the same landlord, so you will be able to get it, but
tomorrow.
Not until tomorrow.
So
past 3:00.
So on that note, hit the subscribe button, and just always remember, before you walk out that door, phone, wallet, keys.
Wallet. Phone.
He puts his phone in his back pocket, so he slaps his butt. It's weird.
If I feel nothing but butt, that means that I don't have my phone.
I know. So, we're on that journey to 100 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Comment a story of you losing your keys or phone or wallet. And
or
if
all
you
of them.
Or all of them. If you lost all of them, I feel so sorry for you.
It could happen.
Phone, wallet, and keys all at once. A purse. Someone lost their purse.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Or you woke up in a ditch somewhere.
If I woke up in a ditch somewhere, well, there's not much I can do. I'll be in a ditch with no phone, wallet, or keys.
So, on that note, stay tuned.
And stay excited.